Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Danger Man loading in on GTA 5. Now goes to get into the passenger seat of a scramjet at the exact same time as a mugger, well, mugs, the owner of the scramjet. Problem is then, well, the player's a passenger as the mugger drives away with the car. Yeah, that's an unusual one. That's unusual. I mean, the mugger has got rather lucky. The scramjet is quite a vehicle to have found in a similar area of the map, in fact. Welsh Toast, also on GTA 5, is driving around, trying to get away from the police. However, the skate park, well, that was not a good idea. First of all, the car gets beached between the container and the lip of the skate park. It wiggles itself free before falling down. And, well, it's rather stuck again, and it continues to remain stuck. The police turn up. Now someone else comes along with a bike to try and help the car be unstuck. It's then pushed off of the container and now stuck at a completely different angle. Also, not quite ideal. I mean, the wheels are wheeling, trying desperately to get the car to move. I mean, the police are not necessarily helping matters, so the bike comes down again to have another try. It's trying to fire anything that can kind of move the car. We eventually get some nudges from, I think, a boopy gun or something along those lines. It starts moving. It's now flipped sides, and we're going to be perfectly balanced on the railing. The bike's also exploded. Still the car is stuck. The wheels won't touch the ground. I mean, they can wiggle the seat. It's slightly less stuck than it was before, but it is rather stuck. JonTron on BeamNG Drive has got an automation car. This, a little 90s sports car looking thing, as it's minding its own business, driving around, trying to dodge traffic. It turns out the wedge car is quite good at, well, being a wedge. Yep, that's straight underneath the van, no problems at all. The turbo is slightly showing, but otherwise, mostly, no problems at all. RJM on Need for Speed Heat is racing through the streets when things go a little bit wrong with some airtime for the Ferrari. I mean, the airtime initially would have been okay. It was just airtime into the side of a passenger car. And, well, that's a big flip. That's a very big flip through the air. Mac Daddy on Wreckfest is doing a rather wacky vehicle race, trying to drive the little toy car against all sorts of different things. The poor little toy is squished. Somehow they're okay being squished between a motorhome and a limo. That is not a place you want your car, well, your toy car to be. Not an actual car either. Definitely don't want to be there. M&M's on Jalopy is minding their own business. We're on the other side of the road. That is an AI car upside down. How it got upside down, I have no idea. Apparently none of the AI know what to do, though, because it's created one of the largest traffic jams I've ever seen on the game. I didn't even know that many cars spawned in at once on Jalopy. Yeah, I am curious to know how that thing ended up upside down, but there we have it. Jimlad on R-Factor is racing Formula 1 cars around Baku. Things go wrong for the Toro Rosso, hits the wall with the Red Bull also coming off quite poorly in that. Yeah, the initial kind of ping off the wall is, well, you say driver error. The Red Bull, though, admittedly can't avoid it, but some weird, funky, twisty, roundy physics in all of that as it goes for a roll and then a bounce off the top of the Toro Rosso and crashing down, upside down. Yeah, things did not go well in all of that. Xerox on Project Cars 2 also having problems, this time with an LMP car of sorts. Carries just a smidge too much speed, only a tiny bit, brushes the barrier, and that's enough to make everything spin. All sorts of spinning has got on in that one. We look at it from the outside, still quite difficult to tell actually what it was exactly. I mean, it's literally the tiniest tag, I think, on the Armco barrier that leads to that. I mean, that's a huge number of spins. I don't quite know why the Armco barrier had that effect. We have Offitus on ASSetto Corsa with AIs and pit lanes not being the best of friends. I mean, one AI had already been stuck on this bit. The Honda this camera is focused on kind of nudged it clear, has got itself stuck on the pit lane. The next car to come along has pushed the Honda, well, kind of free. It's upside down, and now we're going to go and spin around every time the wheels touch the ground. Yep, and we're going to go the other way. Not quite. It just about balances before going straight back into the tyre bundle. Apparently, pit lanes are difficult. I'm Larson on ASSetto Corsa. Start of a race with the Lotus 311, I believe it is. Everyone racing away from the grid. Up ahead, AI cars get together, have a problem. The player car, by the time they realise, can't quite get it stopped in time. And around we go, having gone underneath the spinning, spiralling AI vehicle and come to a halt. The AI actually comes out of this not in the worst shape imaginable, but yeah, there's some pushing and shoving going on up ahead. That leads to one car pinging off the wall as it goes across the track. The player just can't avoid it, launches that vehicle for a spin. As it spins, it actually clonks the grey car. I mean, the AI car is actually back in the pack and fine with all of that. The player lost a lot more time than anything else. Now, Fran Stuff is up next on ASSetto Corsa with the EK9 Civic, carrying a bit too much speed. Cannot quite get it stopped into this next corner. Now, this happens. The unusual bit, though, yes, you see, as the car hit the wall, it broke the rear wheel. Now, ASSetto Corsa does some funny things when wheels go at unusual angles. This one, well, it turns out, if you put it in reverse, it does some unexpectedly violent donuts, shall we say. So, of course, as you can imagine, it doesn't really want to be doing what it's supposed to, but yeah, when you start turning it and spinning it, you're going to get a lot of speed out of a Civic. Yeah, there's a lot of speed now, spinning around in a circle. That's a very, very quick way to make yourself incredibly, incredibly ill. I mean, that's an awful lot of speed that is basically going to take off. It's going to become a helicopter at the rate it's going there, all from one slight slide wide into a wall that might still be going to this day for all I know. Lammy finally on iRacing. Now this is during a warm-up lap, or a pace lap or whatever. Up ahead things went all manner of wrong for various vehicles. I mean, the car we're on board with here stays out of trouble, doesn't get involved in any of that. But I think there's a little bit of lag, and it might be either someone not paying attention, or it might have been their car lagging forward, I don't know. But something stops and something plows through everything, and two cars get sent to orbit. Yeah, I don't know, cause, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know what happened to the car that ploughed through everything, because it didn't look like it was ever affected by any of it. But yeah, everyone's minding their own business, and suddenly, bing! Just two Cadillacs up to the skybox with you. They are not having a good day. That's definitely not how you want your race to be starting. Formation laps are also quite difficult, it would seem. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can. There is a link to our forum in the description below. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clips and mission section, and in there you can find all the rules and how to submit them. That, though, is going to be it from me. Until next time, a goodbye.